If you've been looking for a gentle, natural way to cleanse your face, but all that information is just overwhelming, let's take a look at oil cleansing, and I'm going to keep it really simple, and in just a minute you'll know if this is even for you. Oil cleansing is simply using a good oil to remove your makeup and the buildup from the day without leaving your skin feeling stripped and dry. But before we get into how, the way oil cleansing works is oil dissolves oil. The makeup and natural oils from our skin, it bonds to oil better than it does to water. Have you ever removed a sticker from a bottle and used oil to get that sticky residue off of the bottle, and most of the time it'll just dissolve it? It's similar to that. So instead of stripping the skin to remove the buildup, you're just gently dissolving it. Now, you've probably already put a lot of thought into what you cleanse your face with, and you've probably bought multiple cleansers. Or, like we've all done, you're just using whatever's in the shower. Most of us were taught that to clean, it means lather and foamy and getting it all soapy, and that makes sense. And it's really hard to wrap your head around when you're not getting that sensation that you're used to. And especially if you grew up hearing that oil was a problem. Or like me, you had oily skin. I had oily skin up until probably my late 40s, 50-ish. If you're new here, my name's Loanna. I'm a retired esthetician. And even before I started oil cleansing, I would tell my clients something very simple. A cleanser has one job. It is to remove the makeup and the junk from the day. It's only on your skin briefly, and then it's rinsed away. And that is it. It's not a treatment step. Very, very few instances can it perform a slight treatment, but that's very few. If a cleanser has all kinds of hyped ingredients in it, that's usually a marketing strategy. It's a cleanser. The goal is to get our face clean without disrupting that natural skin barrier. And that skin barrier matters way more than many of us realize. Our skin barrier is what helps keep our moisture in, and then it keeps all of those irritants out. Our bodies are really miraculous. We already have what our body needs, just built right into us. A healthy skin barrier is what makes our skin look firm, smooth, and really supple. And as we get older, that skin barrier gets more delicate, and what we've done for years all of a sudden doesn't really work as well. You can feel drier and more sensitive, and your skin can become more reactive. And it's easy to think if we add more products, it'll fix it. And many times it's not what we're adding that makes the difference. Some of those skin issues could just be how we've been taught to treat it. I have found that when we keep cleansing simple, keep the ingredients simple, and we know exactly what we're putting on our skin, it works. So what actually needs to change? Clean doesn't have to mean stripping everything off, and simple doesn't have to mean that it's not effective. The simplest version of oil cleaning, you need one oil, one washcloth, that's it. As far as what oils to you, that depends on your skin type. Let's talk about it. Normal, dry, and mature skin, a good place to start would be an apricot kernel oil or a jojoba oil. That's a nice place to start. Now, if you tend to be really dry and have more fragile skin, a good place to start may be a sweet almond oil. It is really nice and emollient. It feels really nice. Now, if your skin tends to be a little more on the oily side, then I would recommend an argan oil. An argan oil is one that helps to, I know it sounds contradictory, but argan oil actually helps oily skin to not overstimulate more oil production. I feel like I say argan oil weird. Now, in spite of my southern accent, does anybody else say it like that? Argan oil, argan oil, argan oil. And really sensitive skin would respond well. Good place to start with the apricot kernel oil or the argan oil. Really, most of these oils would work good for mature skin. It just may take some trial and error for some of you, but I really think you'll find it worth the effort. Some people really like to blend in some oils or add some castor oil, and those can work really well. I would only recommend experimenting with blending until once you know how your skin's responding and you find that one oil that you really like. You want to look for a quality, organic, cold-pressed, unrefined in the dark glass bottle. This isn't just my personal preference, this is important. These are seed oils, and they're full of wonderful fatty acids that are only wonderful if they're fresh, not heated, and stored properly. These fatty acids are fragile and they can go bad easy and quickly. So it's not that they just don't start to work well, they oxidize and they turn into something that really isn't good for us at all. And then they can actually cause damage. This isn't just my opinion, there are studies on this. They're a seed oil. I go into more detail about specific oils, ones that I don't recommend for the face, and then I have a video on ones that I do recommend for the face. And I'll link those videos in the description along with all the oils that I recommend so you can find them real easy if you want to. If you want to dive deeper, go check out those videos. And I personally started with jojoba oil, and that was mainly because I had some here from another project and it had the pump bottle already. Yeah, it was that simple. You don't have to start with a really expensive oil. Find what's working good for you, and then later, if you want, you can try something that may cost a little more. The apricot seed oil and the argan oil are a little more expensive, but they're not too bad. I'm going to do a little more experimenting because now I know oil cleansing definitely works for me. If you buy an oil and it's not working good for your face, use it on your body. It's not a waste. Get one that sounds like it's a good fit for you and start there. Also, a little goes a long way. And if jumping right into the oil cleansing seems a little too much for you, I started with honey, and I know that sounds odd too. I had tried everything. I was making homemade cleansers, goat's milk soap, tallow soap, Castile soap, and then I did Castile soap mixed with honey. I was really inflamed. None of that was really working, so out of desperation, I went to just raw honey. That was helping, and my skin was improving, and going straight to oil cleansing seemed weird to me. So I started adding a little bit of oil to the honey and cleansing that way, and that seemed better. And then I got tired of getting the honey and the oil, and then really out of laziness probably, I just went to the straight oil, and I've never gone back. You don't have to change everything overnight. Try this for a week, and as always, pay attention to your skin. Do a small patch test if an oil's new to you. See how you react. You know yourself better than anybody. Let me show you exactly how to do it. Start off with about a nickel size amount of oil. You can adjust as you learn what works right for you. Apply it evenly over your skin and start gently massaging it around. Just going to gently start to break up the oils and the old makeup. Now just gently massage. You're not tugging on the skin. You have a nice slip with the oil. Everything's going to move around real easily. After you've done most of your face, then you can start gently massaging your eye makeup. Now you can take some cotton rounds and remove that eye makeup if you've had a lot on there, but I just use the washcloth. I like 100% cotton washcloth, and I like it really warm, not super hot. Just hold it on there, enjoy it, and then remove your oils. And then if you feel like you need a second cleanse, go ahead and repeat the process. A little more oil, gently massage everything around, and don't forget your neck and your chest. In the warm washcloth again. Really gently exfoliate with the washcloth. Super easy, and it actually feels really nice. In the morning, I don't oil cleanse again. My face feels so good from all my nighttime oils. I just use a warm, damp washcloth to kind of freshen it. Then I do my morning routine, which is super, super simple as well. Remember, you wouldn't just buy a bunch of different skincare products and use them all at once without ever trying them before. You wouldn't know what was helping or what was irritating you. This is where people tend to overcomplicate it. You can customize later if you even want to. You may find that 1 or 2 oils is fine. This makes it easier and more economical. Oil cleansing works well for so many people. I have had so many viewers reach out and let me know that they are doing this and they're loving it. Protecting that skin barrier is the #1 anti-aging tip that I can recommend. Keep it simple. Adjust later if you want. I have everything you may need linked in the description. The video where I go into more detail about my skincare routine, you can check that out right here. And the video where I go over what oils I recommend for the face, you can find that right here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. My name is Loanna, and this is a little bit of Homestead.